All right. All right, everybody. Thank you. I am Big Cheds. Let's see. I'm Big Cheds. I'm coming to you on a Tuesday, August 2nd, 2022. This is the Spaces, the conversation I just had on Twitter. It's a great thing on Twitter where I just go live and I kind of take questions from everybody and I get to hear what people think and really kind of interact with the community. So, in order to kind of save the posterity, to save these for the future, I'm going to be uploading my spaces to YouTube. That's what this is. I just want to remind you, you can find me, of course, on Twitter at Big Ched. Please consider following me there. On YouTube, Ched's Trading. You definitely want to. Let's go to my channel. You definitely want to check me out at Ched's Trading. If you're brand new, go to the playlist. Check out the tutorials, masterclass webinars. This will help you kind of get the lingo, the basic terminology, the basic strategies. Check out my long form interviews. I just had an interview with Peter Brandt. It was amazing. I was honored to have it. And definitely, you may know I'm the author of Trading Wisdom, 50 Lessons Every Trader Should Know. The feedback's been unbelievable, as you can see, and I want to say thank you for that. There's 4 formats, but you can get it for free on my YouTube at Ched's Trading. Just go to the playlist. Trading Wisdom, 50 Lessons Every Trader Should Know. I just did lesson 16 recently, which is to switch time frames wisely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the spaces and hopefully it works. Hopefully you can hear it. And this is an experiment, but if this works, I'm going to try to get all my spaces up here for you. So I'm going to play it. I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to comment in the comments. Let me know what you think. And here we go. It's 40 minutes. Let's see what happens. All right, folks, this is a recorded spaces. So if you're listening on the replay, thank you. I am Big Cheds at Big Cheds on Twitter. I am Cheds Trading on YouTube. We're going to do a quick spaces here, probably about 40 to 50 minutes. I'm attaching a tweet to the top of the spaces. This tweet has all sorts of information for you, textbooks, video recommendations, that sort of thing. So definitely encourage you to check that out. I'm, of course, the author of Trading Wisdom, 50 Lessons Every Trader Should Know. You can find that book now on Amazon. You can get it in Kindle, paperback, hardcover, or audiobook format, narrated by me, which is kind of cool. But you know what? If you don't want to buy the book, I've got your back. You can get it for free on YouTube. Go to my YouTube at Ched's Trading. There's a playlist called Trading Wisdom, and I just did lesson 16 yesterday, which is switch time frames wisely. So you get the free version of the book there. This is kind of just a casual hangout. I want to hear from you. Like I said, I've only got about 45 minutes, so this will be a little bit shorter than my normal one. Of course, I'm a founding analyst at Bitcoin Live, where twice a week I do a full market update, and I'm part of a world-class team. Just a great thing for you to consider checking out. So I'm going to bring you up. I'd like you to request to speak. Kind of tell me your thoughts. Fire away your questions. And what I'm going to do is bring up 2 or 3 of you at once. And then please wait till I call your name. This way we can kind of keep the conversation going. So I'm going to bring up a few people here. So just go ahead and hit request. I'll bring you up. Please wait until I call you. Please wait until I call you. And we'll start with Abel. Abel, are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, man? By the way, this is all folks. This is a recorded spaces, so let's keep it clean. No, what's going on?
What happened to your YouTube live? I thought.
I'm trying to figure it out. I was trying to figure out how to like live stream a spaces, but like you can't because it's through the desktop. But I'm generating the spaces through my phone, so I don't know. I think I can upload them later, and I might do that. So anyway.
All right. So actually, who do we speak first? I mean, like, there's 3 of us here.
You're speaking. Oh wait, it's Abel. I told. Please wait. I'm gonna call you up. Please wait until I call your name. Okay. Abel, what's up, man? What's your question?
Yeah, what's up, brother? Yeah, real quick. So I'm looking at the daily or the 3-day on BTC.
Yeah.
OBV, man,
Pretty
it's
weak.
showing a divergence.
Yes, it is.
Or 3 day,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So how do you play that, and has it played out yet?
No,
What are your
it
thoughts on
makes me cautious. I mean, I don't like the divergence. We were definitely paying attention to it. It still had divergence, kind of like the 21st of July. And then it put in that higher low at 26th, at 20.8K. And so
Yeah.
that resolved the divergence pretty much at that time. Like the slope of the price matched the OBV. But now we have a new high in the price, and we don't have it confirming. The OBV doesn't confirm it. So it just tells me not to trust this move. I mean, it's not. You got to be careful. I mean, it's not like you don't ever want to let these oscillators, any kind of divergence, kind of lead the train. But in my history as a trader, OBV bear divergence is a big thing. It's been pretty accurate on Bitcoin. And it also would make sense if you just view what we're looking at as kind of a bear channel anyway. So you'd say, oh, I wouldn't expect the OBV to be rising anyway. So it just kind of it just gives you a little bit more of a bearish interpretation on BTC. It's not actionable. You're not going to make a trade on it. It's not an entry. It's not a stop loss, right? It's just something that you want to kind of keep in mind when you're deciding what you're going to do.
Cool, man. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, dude. Thanks for stepping up, Abel. You want to go next? Alex, do you want to talk next?
Yeah, sure.
What's going on?
Yeah. By the way, love your Bitcoin live update weekly.
Thank you. I'm doing another one tomorrow.
All right, nice. I'll be there. Yeah, actually, I have a question about what's your profit taking strategy? Like, because every time I have a good position and I was profiting quite well, but in the end, because I'm not taking any profits,
Any profit?
so in the end,
none, like zero.
Okay. Sometimes because I'm chasing, because I'm adding more positions, so like I'm moving my stop loss to my entry point.
Good.
So most of the time it goes back to breaking even. Like
not
yesterday,
bad.
I have a position open
Yeah.
at for Ethereum at 1709.
Okay, for short or long?
And just now, shorting. So like just it went down to like 1500, and I was like so happy, but now it's bouncing it back.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
I'm not sure whether like should I wait or like So I have trouble.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
my,
look, it
take
depends on
profit
your
strategy.
style. If you want to be a grinder, just take small profit. If you want to, if you believe in the move, then just kind of be a little bit more patient. It's up to you. First of all, profit lesson 9 is profit taking in the playlist on YouTube. So folks, you got to go to YouTube, follow Chud's Trading, which is me. There's a playlist for my book, the free version of the book. Lesson 9 is profit taking. So
you mean the wisdom, trading wisdom?
Yeah. Lesson 9 literally is profit taking. It's the chapter in the book on profit taking. So, like, first of all, definitely watch that. But it's like, how aggressive do you want to be at taking profit? I mean, like, the market is going to make it difficult for you to stick in your position before the big move comes. That's why we get all these volatility candles, high wave candles before like the big move comes, right? That's why the best moves come after everyone's been liquidated, right? They don't want you to catch the move. They're going to fake you out. So, I'm a grinder though. I'll take that initial profit and I'll just cash it out, So I would have probably moved my stop loss. If I was in like 17, I would have moved my stop loss to like 1600 and then I would have got stopped out already. Personally. So I would have taken that 100-point drop on Ethereum and I would have, I would have personally realized that profit. But maybe I had not just one position, maybe I had two. And so maybe what you should do is break up your position to 3 or 4 positions, and then move 2 of them down and leave a couple back at the top. Right? So some of your position gets stopped out, but the rest you still have skin in the game. Because it sounds like you still believe in your thesis. You still think you still want to be short, but you also want to take profit. So have multiple positions rather than just one big position and one big move at a time.
All right, got it. Because I just don't want to miss like a big move down and miss that out. So like that's why I'm keeping my position and never take much profit out of it.
Yeah, I hear you, man. All right.
All right.
Good luck to you, and thank you for being part of the team. Folks, hit request. I'd love to hear from you. I'm doing a spaces today. I've got about 30 minutes left. Suleiman, are you there? Suleiman Zadeh.
Hey, Cheats. What's up? Thanks for the work you're doing for us. I mean, all of the crypto investors. I would like to ask a question. I don't know if it's an appropriate question actually to ask to you, but I want to know like your opinion about like Polkadot or like Solana. Like which one is
Which
more
one?
reliable? Yeah, which one is more reliable and likely?
Reliable. What does that mean? Reliable? Like
I
for
mean,
what?
likely to have an all-time high, like next all-time high, like
Yeah, I
like
don't know. Nobody
yeah.
knows that answer. I can tell you how they look right. I mean, that's like the wrong question. The right question is which one looks better right now, right? If you want to find someone to predict, what's going to do better in like a year, I mean, just go find like a mystic, or go find like a fortune teller. That's not. I mean, nobody knows what's going to perform better in a year. It's what. How do they look right now? What's between Dot and Sol? Let's
Solana.
see. Yeah, let's see. Solana. They both pretty much look the same
Yeah, I
on the
mean,
daily
like it's
chart. Yeah, neither of them really look that good. I wouldn't be playing either of them right now, honestly. I would probably touch neither. I would go play something else.
all right. I got it.
I mean, are you wanting to invest because you think they're the future? Then invest and don't care if your position goes down a little bit because you're believing in the technology. But if you're trying to make a trade, don't buy like these downtrends. These are downtrends. Right?
All
Buy
right.
strength.
Okay.
Don't buy like randomly buy weakness hoping it's going to turn around. These are not good charts. There's much better charts if you're going to buy something right now. I don't know what's better for technology. I'm like the wrong guy. So I
Okay.
don't believe in any of these. I think they're all absolute scams. I think they're all probably going to go to zero eventually. But while they're around, we can make great money trading them. And I'm happy to be wrong about a few of them here and there. But with that perspective, I just treat them like trading vehicles. And that prevents me from just buying downtrends because I believe in the technology. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay. Actually, I got it. Thanks for your opinion. I was just asking your opinion. Like it's not like financial advice or taking something. Like just opinion, like about the crypto projects, like that.
You got it, brother. You got my
Yeah.
opinion. You got my full, honest opinion, brother. All right.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Thank you
lot. I
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Cheers.
Thank-
I'm a little bit harsh sometimes, but it's because out of love. I'm honest. I'm telling exactly how I feel. I'm trying to be as clear and honest, just from my perspective, whether it's right or wrong. This is who I am. What's up, Yifi?
Hi, Chess. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Really good. Since last time you told me to check your videos, I've been checking one by one.
Yes.
So, yeah, absolutely helped me a lot. I learned a lot about your videos and everything. So it comes to me a question about, if I'm not wrong, is this lesson 16 or 15? Is about the adding sizes?
I don't know off the top of my head. It's not 16 because I just did 16,
Yeah,
which is
15 maybe.
time
Yeah.
frames. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see. What is 15 is. I don't have the book in front of me. Stick with what works, which is basically riding the trend. We're talking about scaling in and scaling out, is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah. So
So
I
what's
have
your
a question
question?
for you. It's like,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
you said that you're not recommending adding sizes to losing trade. So
Correct.
it's because it's why don't you recommend it? It's because
What? Why
you
would?
always
What?
end
Why
like,
would you? Why would you? Why would you? Why would you double down on a failed idea? It's like, do you hate yourself? Do you hate your money? Do you love suffering? Right? Like, why would you double down on a failed idea? You already failed. You should stop and move on, right? You want to double down on a winning idea. You want to add to your winners, cut your losers, and the rest is history. Like, why would you add? Why would you want to? I don't understand.
okay, so from my perspective, if it's when I'm winning a lot of trades and I'm trying to add sizes, sometimes I set the profit in break even, and sometimes it's got hit, so I end
Yeah.
up without any profit. But
Yeah.
when I'm in a losing trade and I keep adding them slowly, dollar cost average,
Mhm.
like just today, with a lot of volatility, it comes back to break even, so I could cut it without losing anything. So that's
Mhm.
why I have come out with this question, like, well, why it's not recommended when sometimes you may, of course, it's term of probability, or just like you said, it's a failed idea, but
Yep.
sometimes this really works out.
You're talking about gambling now. You're talking about sometimes you get lucky and things turn around. I mean, that's not a strategy. Look, if you have an idea and your trade idea fails, exit the trade. Just that's it. Make it simple.
Okay, because usually I add them one size more at the support level.
If you do the only kind of exception to the rule, and I'm saying it like this because there's a lot of new traders who just like lose all their money averaging down, and then they give up. They give up like at the bottom or whatever. So the only exception in terms of not adding to your losers is when your first entry is very small. You've scaled in lightly beforehand, and now the price is testing a major support level, the next major support level down, not just like a little bit lower, or I'm going to buy here just because I'm down 30% and I want to increase my average. Like, that's not how you do it. You do it because it's at like a really important level, MA 200, MA 50, some key horizontal. That's the only real exception. If you want to fire another bullet, you only do it if you had a small position at first, you intended to scale in, right? And you're at a key level.
Oh, that sounds right. Because usually I don't enter a full position. I enter a small position just just to recover in this case, or to add sizes. But as far as my experience is, when I'm in profit, it goes to break even, and when it's loose, by adding sizes to the major support that just you mentioned, it comes to break even as well.
It can, but it's also very risky because you're also still but those are, I'd much rather add to a winner than a loser. I mean, yes, it can work out, but it's probably not going to work out.
Oh, okay.
It's less than 50% likely. You're adding to a losing idea, right? So it's somewhere you have to find out what works for you. I just think it's just philosophically, you just don't want to do it.
So let me put an example for you. So let's say the major support for Bitcoin is 20,000, and I bought it 20,200. So I would set a limit bid on 22,050. So let's say, but my stop loss is still 21,900. So I mean, if it got hit, I will lose a little bit more amount. But if it not, I will recover the size and the price goes down.
Well, either way, brother, I hope you do well. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take care,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, let's get a few more in here. I've got another 30 minutes or so. Let's see. Moses Cruz. What's going on, Moses?
Hey, good morning, Cheds. Thanks for calling me up to speak. Cheds,
Sure.
I wanted to ask you a question about regarding like when you're setting your stop loss. I know you've had quite some information on this in particular. What are some tools that you can also use to help with like when price action may happen to reach an area where we don't have a lot of past price action from before, or any like when we're reaching new levels?
Yeah.
What's a good way to try to kind of give you an idea besides like Fibonacci and all that stuff?
You can take, classical charting, you could take the height of the pattern, like gives you an expected move. So you have some type of a projected range. If you break out of a long rectangle, you could take the height of the rectangle. It's a 50 to 100 rectangle. You break out of it. So now you're, top of it, you're thinking we can maybe go to 150, right? So that's one way to do it. You can kind of project a target based on price structure. But other than that, you just got to kind of let the price settle out. There's times when you have information, there's times when you don't. And when you're in price discovery, blue sky breakout, price discovery, like you don't have the price structure yet. So every move you make, it's a little bit riskier because you don't have the data. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, price discovery. That's the term that I was looking for. Cool. So it's always kind of best to just kind of sit back and let it do its thing, right? Let it see what it can do.
It's best for me. It's what I do. I can just tell you kind of it's like what I like to do. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Chad. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Cheers. Take care. Remember, I'm on Twitter at Big Cheds. Make sure to follow me there. Follow me on YouTube, Cheds Trading. What's up? Neither B nor B. Up forever. What's going on?
Yo, what's good, man? What's good?
What's good, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I was going to ask you something like I've been meaning to ask for a while now. I was in the last space, but I don't know why I wasn't able to speak. But you posted some time ago. You said there was a bear divergence on BTC that 20.6K would resolve the move. How do you measure that?
It's just matching the slope. It's because you have a lower high in price. Lower high in the OBV, and you have a higher high in the price. So if you take it would resolve when the price matches what the OBV is doing. That's how it would resolve.
Because I don't use OBV, so I was trying to learn something about it.
Did you
Yeah.
watch my playlist yet on YouTube?
I watch your
My
videos.
webinar. Did you watch the webinar?
I watch your videos all the time as soon as they're out, like all your videos.
No, but have you seen the playlist, the tutorial playlist? Because it explains all this stuff.
Or maybe I've forgotten. Like, also, I
Yeah,
watched
that's the
those
most
probably like
important
sometime
one.
last year.
Yeah, that's the
I
most
watched
important
all.
one. Go to the tutorials
Okay,
playlist.
I'll go
All right.
over it. I'll go over it.
All right, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Good luck. All right. What's up, Imrana Mustafa? What's going on? Imrana Mustafa, it's your time to sign. What would you like to say? All right. Give you a few more moments. I'm going to call you up, folks. Wait till I call your name. All right. Imrana, are you there? Mustafa. Going once. Going twice. Crypto Boat, what's going on? Crypto Boat. Folks, when I call you up, just as a reminder, Twitter will need to have access to your microphone.
Hey, Chad, sorry about
or
that.
I will not hear. No, I didn't call you up yet, brother.
Sorry about that.
Crypto, that's all right. Crypto Boat, are you there? Crypto Boat, going once, going twice. I've seen you waiting to speak many times. You got to be ready when I call you up. All right, Dark Fire Crypto. How you doing, bud?
Hey, Chad, I'm doing great. Been following you for a long time, since 2018. Big fan of your work.
Sweet. Thank you.
So my specific question, I'm watching Matic. So basically, I wanted to just kind of like get your insight on more or less what's like your conviction level of the M top pattern you were talking about earlier actually completing.
On Matic?
Yeah, I did
On
see
Matic?
that we yeah, I'm looking at the 4 hour. I did see last night we had closed below MA's 50 and 100, but we seem to have bounced back. Right now we tagged the EMA 30 again, and we're kind of pulling back
on
again.
What time frame?
I'm looking at the 4 hour.
4 hour. Okay, I'm just looking at daily structure. I think
On the
4 hours fine. It's a little bit more granular.
daily, it seems to be holding the EMA. I have EMA 9 on mine. It seems to be barely holding onto it.
Right there. I think look at the MA20. It just bounced off that twice, right?
Yeah.
So I think you have to think about things in terms of like middle of the channel and top and bottom of the channel. We're kind of in the middle of the move now. We're coming on the heels of that rejection and the up thrust, right? The false breakout above really 98 cents. Now we dropped a little bit and we're kind of, it's consolidating a little bit. It's hard. There's no trade here. You either make the trade at the top of the move, or if it's an M top, you're going to make a trade when the M top completes. And that would be around like 70, like 73 cents or 72 cents. We're just chopping around here in the middle. What's my conviction that the M top completes? I don't know, but like I don't need an M top. I'm already like deep in profit on the trade, so I don't need it to like drop to 73 cents. If it does, it would set up a larger move. Right now, I'm just watching daily MA20, and I'll watch those recent highs that we broke above and failed to hold, right around 98 cents.
Okay, sounds good. Makes sense.
Take care, man. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Love you, Chad. All right, I got 25 more minutes. Pimi, Oluwapimi, are you there?
Hi, Chad. Thanks for taking me. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm thank you.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask for like noobs who, normally during the bull market you just hold and then you sell at 2 times or something. How would you advise to handle like bear market where you're not really proficient at trading yet, but you also don't want to miss out on like the rallies?
Well, I would just ignore the last part of the question. You're not going to miss out on a rally, and I think the idea that you'll miss out. Let me mute you while I answer. I think. Let's try that again. A lot of noise, Michael. Get a mute till I call you. There we go, folks. We got to stay silent. So I think when we convince ourselves we're going to, miss the rally is when when we almost force ourselves into just like over trading and buying a bottom that hasn't formed yet. In a bear market, what you want to do is just work in your skills, read textbooks, watch videos. If you're going to practice trading, do it with very small amounts of money. When the bottom is in, you'll know. And, you're not going to get the absolute full move. You may miss the first 10 or 15% of it. but you're going to get the majority of the move. I just interviewed Peter Brandt on my YouTube channel at Ched's Trading in the playlist, long form interviews. And he talks about trading within the 30-yard line, right? For a football metaphor, like the trend will turn around and it bounces back, but he wants the meat of the move, the larger part of the move. So that's what you have to do as a noob. Realize it's not about nailing the bottom. Nobody nails the bottom. It's not about that. It's about riding a confirmed trend. So read textbooks, practice with small amounts of money, and then eliminate from your thinking the idea that you're going to miss the bottom. Just completely eliminate that. All right. All right. Thank you so much. Great question. I hope you do well. Michael, what's going on, Michael? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, chat.
Hi.
Thanks for having me on again. I have a question regarding Uniswap.
Sure.
On your last Bitcoin Live video, you said it's worth watching the chart. I entered the long with a stop loss, as you mentioned, by 7.7. I was a little bit scared that it will not recover, the Uniswap, but it recovered. Could you give me an update? How do you see the chart right now? Is it as strong as you said last time, or?
Well, look, it's a lot of. First of all, there's a new update tonight, so I'm gonna cover it anyway. I don't think you need to request it. It's part of my normal grouping, so I'm gonna do a more like detailed. It's Wednesday or tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Not tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a detailed look.
Tomorrow morning.
Look, let me just, I don't know exactly what I said, but I can tell you generally what I said and what I think about it right now is it had a clearly defined breakout level. Okay, 840. How about that? I haven't looked at it in a couple hours. Had a clearly defined breakout level. Right around that like low 8s range, and it broke up. It had a really nice move, and it came back, and it's been doing that throwback, and it's still trying to hold that level, but it's chopping here. There's no, I could see people trying to short or long here, honestly. But it does have relative strength. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's got relative strength to a lot of the rest of the market. It's above the MA 200. Like if you're going to, between this and so the guy was asking me about Sol and DOT. I mean, look at Uni. This is a way better looking chart. Like you would want to buy this one, buy some strength. There's at least some momentum here. It's still holding daily MA20. It's still holding that key horizontal. It's above the May highs. So, I wouldn't hold it below 8 really. But that's just me personally. I think you have to decide when your trade idea fails. I still think it looks okay, and we'll have more information tomorrow night.
All right. Great. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
man.
you very much. Bye.
Take care, bud. Great to have you.
Bye-bye.
Let's see. Cool LQ. What's up? Yo. Cool LQ. What would you like to say? Yep, that's not happening. Folks, when I call you up, please be ready. Make sure Twitter has access to your microphone. And I'm going to bring you up. Please wait till I call you. What's up, Real Guru? Real Grumpy.
Hey, Cheds. How you doing, brother?
I'm all right. How you doing today? I got about 20 minutes left, folks. What's up? What do you got for me? Real Grumpy, what's going on,
I wanted
bud?
to ask you the other day. I spoke to you last. I think it was last week, and I forgot to ask you this just for my personal. I'm trying to figure out how your mind works, and based on your videos, your rationale. Now,
okay.
When you trade, do you daily trade or do you swing trade?
All of it. I mean, like I have some Forex swing trades right now, and I day trade like a lot just for practice, for fun. A lot of it is over trading because I'm human, right? But a lot of it's practice. So I trade a lot. Some days more than others. When there's volatility, I think I put in like 300 trades, like the January 24th bottom that day, and I've talked about that. That's because there's volatility, and I was doing all sorts of stuff with the alts and with Ethereum and Bitcoin. but this is a good trading market. I've actually been doing pretty good here for the last like week or so. It's been a really nice little. There's been a lot of little action here, even though it's choppy. I'm having fun with it, and so I'm always trading, man.
Okay, and last question: when you trade, what more or less, what percentage gain do you aim for? 2%, 3%, 4%,
I
more?
don't really think about it like that. I just want to have a good idea that I profit, and I focus more. I focus more on like managing my risk, cutting my losers, and like not making mistakes. That's like the most important part. It's not like what percentage profit do I want to make. Whatever percentage profit I get, it should be at least 3 times my stop loss, according
3 to
to the
1.
rules. Yeah, minimum. That's classical charting.
Okay.
So you can think about that way. I mean, that should be your minimum. I think that's probably the answer that I should give you to that.
All right, perfect. Awesome. Thanks for everything, brother.
Cheers. Thanks to you. All right, I'll do some more here. Coach GG.
Hey man, hey
Yo.
chat.
Yo.
Hey, I'm on the Bitcoin Live squad.
All right, great to have you.
Yeah, I have a little bit of, let's say, different question. Not so much trading oriented, maybe a little bit more investing.
Okay.
I exited completely my positions at 40k. At 40k, I exited in a nice profit from, let's say, I'm in the market from 2017. So now I'm like most investors. I'm looking for a good time, a good place to place my entry. So
To
I don't
invest
know,
or trading? Are you trading or investing?
investing.
Okay.
So I'm like I'm going with your idea. What, like 14K for Bitcoin? I don't know what do you think about Ethereum, like for a long term. What's the
Yeah,
price?
talking to the wrong guy, bro. You know I'm not an investor. You know I don't believe in any of this, really.
Okay.
I believe in Bitcoin a little bit just because of the scarcity of it. I think that's valuable.
Okay.
And the first to mover, but like investing, I'm like not the guy to talk to about investing. I'll talk to you about trend analysis. I'll talk to you about risk management and trading psychology.
Okay, I'm like more of a Bob Lucas type probably, but
Yeah.
since I also follow your stuff a lot, and I think so.
Bob's great. I'm going to cover both those tomorrow. Like you're going to get a full, like you're going to get probably more information than you want from me tomorrow. So
okay,
you get it twice a week. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I know how it goes. So let me just a little bit. What's your you think we're in a relief rally probably?
Yeah,
Now
probably, yeah.
Probably, and then correction in what, October, November. It's like the
too hard to know, too hard to say.
Too hard to know.
Just total like
too
the
far
more
to tell.
the more I go out, the more like less. I don't know. I could, maybe I think we probably, this is gut. Probably do see some kind of bottom here before the end of the year, but it may not be the bottom. But maybe a good like multi-month rally. Good rally should come from it. Because usually see markets usually bottom that time of the year anyway.
Okay.
So it's just been my experience that like trading, that like December, January is usually really good. So, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the rules are breaking. We're trading below the MA 200, and we have broken the 2018 high. We never did that before. Broke a prior high. So I don't know, man. The game could be broken. So
yeah. So it's, what do you think? Like I'm more like learning how to trade psychology or trade. Let's say leave out the FOMO. Probably a lot of folks now are just feeling a little bit of FOMO here.
Yeah.
Or a couple of days back. So I'm like more like trying not to rebuy the rallies or sell. I'm totally out 100%, or sell the downturns. More like controlling the emotions.
Yeah.
Which are I think a lot of people the most problems, even the technical ones.
Yeah,
they're giving the most when you go with a bigger size.
Yeah. So look, as again, Peter Brandt, he describes trading as swimming upstream against human emotions. We're just fighting our emotions all the time. It is what it is. FOMO never goes away. But it's
just
how
it's
not helpful. It has you have to. It's like you have to hopefully learn from your mistakes to the point where you just don't want to repeat them. You're like, I'm not going to do that again. And everyone's different. Some people can do it. Some people can't. I mean, it's just, we're all different, you know.
Probably personal development, or how do you
discipline. It's just discipline.
Yeah.
That's the biggest predictor of how good you're going to be as a trader is your discipline.
Okay.
Without question. All right, brother.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Waiting for tomorrow's report. Okay, thanks, man.
I'm probably going to do it early tomorrow. So keep an eye out, all right? Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice one.
You too.
Ciao.
Mehran.
Hey, dude. Hey,
what's
how are
going
you?
on? We'll do one more.
Hello.
Folks, by the way, let me just real quick, Mehran, 1 minute. Thank you, folks, for listening. I'm Big Chads on Twitter, Chads Trading on YouTube. Please check those out if you're interested in more resources. So what's up, Mehran?
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I just have a view. I just want to know your take on it. I actually following you since 2019 almost. So
wow.
The idea, just looking to the daily chart and look back to the end of March 2020. So the key level of the price zone was almost 44 till 46 with a false breakout. So this kind of zone or key level, is there any key level you are watching here? What I can see, or my
For Bitcoin?
prediction is Bitcoin.
Look, it's higher low. The name of the game is the higher low. I mean, that's the higher.
Yeah.
That's the game. It's like can you get a first down in football? It's like you can keep you still have possession, right? If you can get that's what it is. You got to maintain higher lows. So
what I see here, it's the level 28 till 30. This should show us a reverse of a structure from a chart, or is it a distribution phase or a more accumulation phase? In your view, we will test 14,000 again after accumulation or distribution phase. Is it 30% or more, 50-50? What do you see it?
Wonderful
And thanks
question.
a lot.
I'm happy to answer, and it's great to have you here today. Thank you. It's a great question.
Thank you.
If we can flip, I'm going to mute you real quick while I answer. If we can flip 28K, that's really important. But you've got the daily MA200 kind of coming down as well. So that's like a double whammy of resistance. And you see that's where the price rejected back in end of March after the false breakout. It's a strong relief rally at this point. We've already gone through several checkpoints. When you have a relief rally, you initially drop below the lower Bollinger Band. You kind of have an overreaction. You get some volume and volatility, and then you start to bounce, and you think, okay, can it bounce to the middle Bollinger? Can it bounce to the MA50? Can it bounce to the upper Bollinger? Can it bounce to all the way to that support level we lost at 28K? And we may get there. That's certainly possible. But to do that, even to get there, it's like we're still watching to see if bulls can put in an even stronger relief rally. It's still just a relief rally until proven otherwise. And in order to get up there, 28K MA200, you have to hold the higher low structure. So we're watching the daily chart. We're watching to see where the price rallied July 26th with the morning doji star. You see 20.8K. That level has to hold. So you're definitely watching that. That's pretty much it. Right? We're still churning. We're still probably in a bear channel, but we are at least going sideways given that the price has closed over the daily EMA 34. I got to mute you again, please, my friend. I'm trying to answer your question. Given that we're still above the daily EMA 34, I think the analogy is going to be like I've been saying, the analogy is look about what we did back in February and March. Where the downtrend kind of paused and we started that sideways price action. We formed the breakout level 45, 46K. We broke above it. We rejected at the MA200. So maybe we do the exact same thing, kind of bounce around here for a while, maybe break 28K, 29K, and then rejected the MA200 and roll over. And man, that would be the worst thing. That would be really neat and orderly selling if that happens, because the market would have trapped an incredible amount of buyers all the way up to kind of that last station in the train line, that daily MA200, and then to see the downtrend continue. That'd be amazing. Mehran, thank you for the question. Derek, what's going on? Derek Capone, you'll be our last one today. What would you like to say, man?
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
I would just like to ask, do you think the bottom is in? And if not, what price do you think the bottom is?
I mean, I don't know. I say probably not. Probably not. But I mean, we're at least sideways. I'm open minded because we are, we have evidence of a weakening bear trend. I don't think about these absolutes unless I get really good data. I'm just a trend analyst, and I understand when the trend gets weaker or stronger. And right now, the bear trend is weakened because we have a higher low structure because we're trading above the daily EMA 34, but we're still having trouble with weekly resistance, the larger time frame, right? The cluster of the weekly EMA 8, the weekly MA 200. That's still a problem for Bitcoin. It's still quite vulnerable. So I can see a bull argument. I understand it. And I understand that they want it to be bottom in, but we don't know yet. There's still a lot of things that we have to see for the price to do to confirm a bottom. I still think it makes sense to test the 12K range, 10, 12K range. It still makes sense to me, kind of just intuitively and just based on that's where the support is. But we may never get that chance if the price can continue to rally, continue to hold the higher low structure, and then get back up above the daily MA 200. I mean, that's the trend on the daily. That started to roll over, back in March. That's where we rejected in the false breakout. So I mean, whatever. That's a bunch of academic speak, but I don't think the bottom's in. Probably not. Probably not.
I think I agree, and thank you very much for your response.
Thanks for your question. All right, you have a great day. All right.
Thank you.
All right, I got to go pick up my kid from summer camp. Maybe I'll do another one later, maybe not. I just wanted to do a Spaces. I'm on Twitter at Big Chads. I hope you're enjoying what you get. I enjoy the commentary. I enjoy the feedback. Thank you all for that. YouTube, Chads Trading, tons of educational stuff. If you're interested in learning, you're a new trader, even if you're not, I think there's a lot of great content there for you. Check out the different playlists. The free version of my book, Trading Wisdom, 50 Lessons Every Trader Should Know. It's available on Amazon for purchase. Folks, thank you so much. That was fun. That is the first time I've done this. I've probably done 10 or so recorded spaces on Twitter, and they were really good conversations. So I'm going to be uploading more of those. So, folks, let me know what you think about this. And the comments are really positive so far. People seem to like this. I'll just remind you, I'm on Twitter at Big Cheds. My book, Trading Wisdom, it's available on Amazon. The reviews are great, and thank you. I appreciate the support and the feedback I've received. If you'd like the book for free, go to my YouTube. You're here now. Make sure to subscribe. Check out the playlist, Trading Wisdom. I'm doing every lesson one at a time. I just did lesson 16, which is about using time frames. So check that out. I recently had an interview with the legendary Peter Brandt. It was awesome interview. I'd encourage you to go check that out. And of course, I am a founding analyst at Bitcoin Live, the best-in-class educational platform for crypto. I'm a colleague of Peter Brandt there as well. I personally do a twice-a-week full long-form market update. No matter what's going on in my life, I do a report. I've been doing it for 4 years. We have a great team. When you sign up, you get access to everything. It's really, really worth it. So anyway, thank you for listening to this replay of Spaces. Maybe I'll do another live one later, maybe not. But hopefully you are enjoying this format, and hopefully you are doing well. So I will talk to you soon. Big Cheds out.